Hello, it is day 27 of the Aquarius Experiment. I'm Sara Waggle. I am an astrologer and a personal development coach. And so I feel like sometimes, not only when I'm doing video series like this, but even when I'm doing astrology videos, that I sound like a broken record. And the thing is that if this video series I'm doing right now is about being intentional with your spiritual practices, being intentional with feeling your energy, feeling the energy, how your physical body is and whatever, then we have to kind of be a broken record, right? Because it's to learn how your body responds, how your emotions respond, how your physical body responds. You have to always, every day, every hour, sometimes depending on the circumstances, be tuning in to your physical body, to your mental body, to your emotional body, and to your spiritual body. So I feel like it's a broken record, but it really is because you have to be intentional. You have to be disciplined to a point of, regularly checking in so that you can make sense of how your body responds. And I want to spend the last several days of this Aquarius experiment talking about a specific group of topics. And so I want to get this part kind of closed up because we've talked a lot about the physical body. We've talked a lot about emotional processing and things like that and tuning in. And so to get to the next point where you can actually experience the next level, it's important to tune in, right? And to have an understanding of, whatever spiritual methodology you're using, whether that's astrology, solar energy, human design, body of nine, like whatever avenue you're picking, or whatever avenue aligns, right? I love astrology. I dabble in human design. I've known about body of nine. I don't know anything about it though, beyond, just an initial conversation about it. But even with like tarot or oracle cards, it's still important to understand or have a knowledge base of how it resonates with your physical body. So today I'm like extra achy and I'm like, okay, but you're processing so much right now. We all are processing a lot. So you're gonna feel that move through your body. So after I got home from my volunteer commitment, I did some yoga to relieve and move the energy through, because I'm like, I don't want to lay down and let this energy just sit in my body. I want to move it through so it won't just sit there and marinate and be worse when I try and move later. So there's this discipline or intentionality or even conscious awareness of that, even when you feel exhausted or you feel like all you want to do is crash and take a nap, or escape with a book, or escape by watching TV, or escape by whatever it is you use to escape with, but actually intentionally taking the time to be like, okay, if I just take 5 minutes to do a few yoga moves or some Tai Chi or, even some dance to just move that energy through, I actually might feel a little bit better physically and have a little bit more mental stamina because I've moved that energy physically. So we're stepping into some very intense energy. So maybe you're feeling it today, maybe you're not, that's okay. But I do invite you to feel into your body today and maybe take notes. Like, what do you actually feel in your body? Is something uncomfortable? Is something not as range of motion, like mobile, as it normally is? For me today, it was like my back and my hips, and I'm like, all right. So I did some work around that, some physical movement around that. To get that energy moving through. Might have to do some later, might take a nap later, all of the things, right? But my point here in this message, and what this Aquarius experiment has been for me as a practitioner, was to show you that even as a practitioner, somebody who has studied personal development, I've studied astrology, I have studied Reiki, energy work, and body work type things, I still have to regularly practice moving the energy through or practice the emotional work, because there is always the potential of intellectually bypassing, like I can intellectualize, or in my cognitive processing, I can make sense of, okay, I'm feeling this way because of this, that, and the other thing. However, I can be settled with that in my mind, but I'm the one who needs to actually connect my mind with my gut, with my sacral, with my root chakras, so that I can move the energy through my systems, right? Whether that is physically moving, crying, or having some sort of emotional expression of what I'm going through, or whatever. So anyway, in summary, what I'm saying is, you may feel like a broken record, and good that you feel like a broken record, because that means you're practicing and you're trying different things. You're trying it to see what works, because there are some days when Linkin Park screaming your head off with Chester Bennington is the thing that moves the energy through. There are some days when dancing to Backstreet Boys or NSYNC or any other boy band from the 90s is actually what resonates, right? That's what moves it through. And then there are days when slowly moving through intentional yoga poses is perfectly appropriate. There's other days when maybe taking the nap is perfectly appropriate. So get intentional about your daily practices and checking in, so that you can develop an understanding of what serves and supports your physical, mental, spiritual, emotional bodies, so that you can move energy through. Okay, this could become very important as we continue through this Virgo season, is really having that understanding of what serves and supports you moving energy through your body. And so anyway, okay, that's what I have today. Again, starting tomorrow, I have to feel into this a bit more and kind of understand what I'm being guided to present. I'm going to move into the final stretch of the Aquarius Experiment, at least for now. I don't think I'm going to continue it through into September. But drop me a comment. Let me know if any of this series has resonated. Have you learned anything from yourself? Have you learned anything from my messages? But really, I hope, my prayer is that you've learned from yourself and taken in some of these practices and ideas, and really worked with it yourself to develop an understanding of yourself and your spiritual connection to God, Source, Universe. Thanks for tuning in. And this was day 27 of the Aquarius Experiment, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.